Hi guys, Andy here. I've finally done it. I finally cracked and I've upgraded, well, we'll see if it's an upgrade, the Samsung Galaxy S5. My contract with 3 is coming to an end within the next month. Really not very pleased with their data speeds and their data coverage. 2 years ago they were the best. I did lots of testing with all different SIMs. They were by far the best, and now they're the last to get on the 4G, and even now they are. I hardly ever have 4G even though I live in London, and just generally their data is very, very slow. So I've moved over to EE. I've just come back from the EE shop where I got this. $42.99 a month gets me 20 gig and unlimited calls and texts, which seems a reasonable deal. It's maybe £8 more than I pay at the minute, but if it means I've got sort of consistent high speeds of data, I'm more than happy. 20 gig is as good as unlimited. I don't think I've ever used that much, probably in 2 months, let alone one. So, of course, here is my unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S5. Okay, so here we go. Those of you that watch my videos will know I do quite like Samsung devices. I quite like the thin, I mean not necessarily that it's plasticky, but I do like the thin and light feeling of their devices. So I am quite a fan of their Galaxy S range. This one, as you can see, I went for the black one. See the funky flash at the back there? Let's go through the rest of the box before. So, all the usual stuff, I'm assuming. Quick start guide. Quite a funky Samsung plug. Some slides, so it kind of compacts down for travel. Oh wow, the battery is quite an odd shape. That's not their usual shape. It's quite long and thin. Let's just open that up while we have it. Check the milliamp hours on there. 2800, sorry. 2800 it says on the bottom there. It also says up here near field communication, because yes, it is NFC in the battery. Earphones, as you would expect, and the USB cable, but not, annoyingly, it's not like the Note 3, so I can't use my Note 3 connector. That was USB 3. Anyway, let's put these bits away again. Let's see if we can take a look at the actual device. I don't know if that was supposed to have torn off or not, I guess not. So already I can tell you that's kind of a grey looking colour rather than a black. Almost a hint of blue in there perhaps? I don't know how well it's coming out on the video. The back slightly away from the housing initially there. Let's hope that's not any damage. So initial feel, that feels quite light. I am used to a Note 3, so I suppose I'm used to quite a heavy device. Let's just bring the Note 3 in for a second. So you can see the difference in size. It's not a huge amount really, is it? We're only talking some millimetres around all the different edges if I try and line up the corners. So it's not, that's not a massive amount in difference. So I can tell you it's 145 grams in weight, and it feels nice and light, as they tend to. I would say it doesn't feel as plasticky, because there's a kind of a rubberized feeling to that. It doesn't feel as plasticky as sometimes they do. Let's have a look around. So 16 megapixel camera with the flash there. See if we can see what the flash is. Sorry, it just says LED flash. There's other bits there, I don't know what they are to be honest. Power button on the side. Oh, sealed USB port. Ah, but it does have a, there we go, it has a USB 3 connector though, even though it doesn't come with a USB 3 cable. So that's good news. Use my Note 3 connector. Speaker at the bottom there. Volume rock at the top. Slightly sort of ridged edge, I don't know how well you can see that. The screen is 1920 by 1080, which over the 5.1 inches comes out as 432 pixels per inch, which should be plenty for anybody really. Slightly different Samsung boot as I'm used to there. It's Corning Gorilla Glass 3. It has the new 801 CPU in it. Sorry, just logging my way in through the phone. I was saying, it's the new Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor. Let's move on, let's skip that for the minute. Funny enough, I've just lost 25 gig from something 2 years ago, and now I'm getting 50 gig, or I will do. It does seem very fast and slick thus far, as I suppose you would expect. So I was saying though, it's the Qualcomm Snapdragon 801, the new CPU, which is quad-core 2.5 GHz Crate 400. The GPU is the Adreno 330. All the rest of the usuals in there. So you can see that seems pretty slick. Oh, Amazon. Now interestingly, so it says Amazon start here. It doesn't mention the TV, so you can't still yet perhaps get the... that is very slick actually. I tried one in a shop and I wasn't that impressed by it. It did seem quite laggy, but this does seem rather slick. S-Finder, Quick Connect, toggles that move. I'm not sure I like their new settings options. Maybe I'll get used to them. Edit quick settings. Oh, so these must be the bits I assume that go along the top there. And you can just tick them. Okay, so we're going to have to untick some if I wanted to wallpaper. Okay, that's easy enough, isn't it? Download booster. Still trying to do something with... Okay, Google. Will it rain tomorrow? Yeah, I think maybe some... my Wi-Fi is often not the best actually upstairs. Let me just connect to the one downstairs, 1 second. Alright, so I've logged into that one. Let's have a bit of a further look at some bits and pieces. It does seem nice and slick, even though it's technically it's a branded EE phone. You wouldn't, I think, really know that. And that is very smooth. Let's have a quick look at the camera. It's supposed to have a much speeded up focusing. Seemed pretty quick. Good action. A recent key to 8 degrees. Oh, hang on, so there's no menu, I see. I hadn't even thought about that. So that's your recent apps toggle at the bottom, not a tap help for more information. So what do we do then instead of menu, I wonder? The power key of the home, I'm thinking it's... You can double press the home key to open S-Voice, but I don't want S-Voice, I want Google Now. The power key. You can also turn the screen on and off by pressing the... What else would you do with it? The recent key. So there's no... Oh. So there's no... Press and hold to view the menu options on screens. Ah, okay, so we start off... No menu on that one, fair enough. Let's go to the Play Store. So we'll have the menu up in the top right, and I'm going to hold that and it brings up the menu. Fair enough, okay. I do use that quite a lot actually, so as in the app switcher, so maybe that could work. I'll reserve judgment for now. What do we have in here that might be worth looking at? Free games? I'm not really bothered about games, I'm afraid. S-Health, I don't think is anything particularly new. I'm not logged into my Samsung account, so let's just come back out of that for now. Tags, NFC tags, Samsung Max, S-Voice, smart remote. So, well, as a unboxing of first look, I do like the back. I like that it's slightly rubbery. I avoided the whites purely because I was worried it would have the hard plastic back like the Note 3. And maybe, I don't know, someone tell me, you've got the white one, do you have a kind of rubberized back? I do prefer the rubberized back. So, there you go. Oh, look at that, the screen does look fantastic. Don't know how visible that is. So screen looks fantastic, phone seems very snappy, feels good in the hand, feels light, feels well made to me. It's going to be very interesting to see if it can displace my Note 3 as my preferred device. Of course, in a week or two I will come back to you with an actual review. In the meantime, keep your eye out for other little bits of videos, some head-to-heads, some video samples and the like. My name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon.